All right, so I'll be presenting the subpoenas that we have. I'll go ahead and start with medical record subpoena. I'll be logging in as an attorney who's the participant to the claim that I have. So here we have start new action. And once we see all the processes, we have the subpoenas. Here's the list of all the subpoenas we have. Let's go ahead and select medical record subpoena. Now we'll search. Here's our claim number. Let's go ahead and create. So here we have this highlighted message. The mandatory objection period for medical record subpoena is 30 days. This claim has a hearing set within 30 days. Therefore, the subpoena might not be issued. The custodian name is mandatory. Then we have the address to provide. Here we also have requested delivery date. We can select the date and the time. Here we have description of documents. So here we have includes mental health records. Can say yes or no. Also, we're able to, it is not mandatory, but we can go ahead and upload a document. We have certifications and signature. And it will be signed by the attorney. I will go ahead and submit. So we have our subpoena. Then we also have claim details tab and claim documents. The latest version of the latest subpoena to view the document will be in highlighted in blue. So from here, this case will go to public services. We'll go ahead and log in as public services. And here's our case. This is the review phase. This is all the information that was provided. Here coming down to the status. It could be approved or rejected. If we select rejected, the notes are mandatory to provide. Let's go ahead and approve this. Let's submit. Right here we have the subpoena. Then we've got the claim details tab, claim documents, and claim annotations, if any. So from here, I'll be moving on to medical records objection. I'm going to go ahead and log in as an attorney. Who's the participant of the claim. And again, start new action. Let's select the subpoenas. And we have medical record subpoena objection. We'll provide the claim number. Well, let's create. So here we have the subpoena details, the claim number, the name, the claimant information, and then let's provide the name of the custodian or medical provider. We'll have the address.
John Rosback.
Again, here we were able to upload a document where it is mandatory to provide the reason for objection. Then we have certifications and signature. And we'll go ahead and submit. So we have the request. We also have the claim documents tab. Again, the latest one would be highlighted in blue. And then from here, the case should be going to commissioner. Let's go ahead and move on to the next subpoena. That would be subpoena Ducas Tecum. So let's go ahead and log in as an attorney that we have. So again, start new action, all processes. Now we have the subpoenas. And let's select subpoena Ducas Tecum. Provide claim number, search, and let's create. Okay, so here we have witness name that we need to provide. And we have the witness address. So here we have this information is pre-populated. So deliver to here and yes. If no, this will be displayed for us. Let's go with yes. We also have description of documents. Again, here we're able to upload a document. Let's upload one. And then we have certifications and signature. Here we have the request, we have the claim details, and we also have claim documents. And this is our subpoena Ducas Tecum. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. The next one I will be showing is witness subpoena. So here we have witness subpoena. Claim number. Let's create. So here we've got witness name. Let's provide the address. Justification is not mandatory here. Again, we could provide a document, we could upload it, and then we have certifications and signature. And let's go ahead and submit this. And we've got our subpoena, again, claim details tab and claim documents and the witness subpoena that we just submitted.
Little magic, and we have lump sum request up.
All right, application for lump sum. Thank you, Devin. All right, so as you all are aware, the red field indicates a mandatory field. You can also see where the parties auto-populate. You're you're going to indicate the marital status, number of dependents, as much information that you can possibly provide for the commissioner to rule on this request. All right, also be as detailed as possible. You have a very large character limit for this one. There you go. So you're also going to want to upload supporting documentation, anything that's going to help the commissioner make their decision. Again, this hasn't really changed much from what you're actually physically filing these days. This just makes everyone's life easier and it expedites the process. Now, here's a little interesting new part of this, the consent objection. So a notification will happen when this gets filed. You can indicate whether or not the employer and insurer consents, and any of these answers to any of these boxes, when you check them off, that will determine where CompHub routes this case to be worked on. Again, expediting the process. So in the event you wanted to click set for hearing, this would be set in for hearing. It doesn't have to go through any unnecessary channels to get to that point. And if it consents, it's going right to the commissioner to get ruled on, and hopefully you're going to get your $300 million. And like every other process, you have to certify and sign. Always click save and then submit.
Global form with the read-only request, as well as the claim documents tab with the most recent one highlighted in blue. There was an order on this one. All right, next up, emergency hearing request.
Okay, the emergency hearing request processes allows a user to request an expedited hearing given the justification warrants such. Issues may also be filed through this process, and the submission form has plenty of information to assist in a proper filing. The information is spread across 3 tabs. Enter the required justification for expedited processing using the text box provided. New issues may also be filed at this point with the issues form. The second tab of the emergency hearing request lists any claims in the set with group, as they will be automatically postponed in the case of approval of the emergency hearing. The third tab, issues, allow you to view the previously filed issues in the case as well as the C40. So any issues that have been submitted and the C40 are in this tab. Then this is the PDF view of the issues and the request for emergency hearing. And as always, you have to certify and sign the form, save it and submit it.
All right, request for rehearing. We already have one of these open, so we're just gonna take a look at this form here.
Okay, the request for rehearing process is found under the hearing tab or the hearing selection and from the start new action in the inbox. There's a list of orders that will show up, as you can see in the claim order section of this form. You will select which one you're requesting a rehearing for, and you will also still need to enter your justification for the rehearing. That is a mandatory box. None of the rules have changed. You still need to file this within 15 days. If you're outside of 15 days, you'll see in red at the top, it'll say outside of 15 days or when this is filed, the parties will receive an inbox task. The task is asking for a response. So the three options in that task are objection, no objection, or delete the task from the inbox. If you select delete the task from the inbox, you are choosing to not respond to this request. If you choose objection, there is a space that's available for you to indicate what your objection is. And you're also able to upload documents to this process as well. Once the responses are received or within 15 days, once the 15-day period has passed, the document will go to a commissioner for review. If you have not responded to the task, then in 15 days, the task will automatically be removed from your inbox. We ask that you please do not use this form to upload your exhibits. The commissioners will not see it. Please use the proper process to upload exhibits. We also have, outside of this form, we also have the document correction form that will be available. You'll also be able to access that from the hearings tab in the start new action menu. We don't have anything for you to look at right now, and we'll have a separate training on that later, but I just wanted to bring that up. That's another option. If you choose to use the document correction form, that form can only be used if you have consent. And please do not use that form to try to change the claimant's address or make amendments to body parts and things like that. If there's another process that can be used to make the change you're trying to make, we want you to use the proper process. Is there anything that I missed, or does anyone else have something to add to this process?
Sounds like we're good. Okay, we're running out of time here, but let's keep this rolling with VRH, a brand new process for you guys. we have separated that out from the emergency hearing request, the request for a virtual remote hearing. Oops, start new claim. Start new action. Start new action, hearings, requests for video remote hearing.
Okay, here you're going to insert the claim number. And hit the search option, select the claim.
So here we have a little bit of instructions. We had like to keep these on top. We have quite a few instructions, so we want to make sure that we review these first. We have the technical information and the requirements that we need to facilitate that. That's all listed at the top. We have the claim information pulled directly from the claim file. And we ask if we have agreement from all the parties. That is a necessary. Is an interpreter needed? Yes or no? If I choose no, that stays as just that. If I choose yes, we have to complete the interpreter request task. So we're going to have to go in, and since we're requesting an interpreter, we'll have to complete that whole interpreter request process. So we'll have to request an interpreter, formally have that, get our RSVN number, and then at that point, we need to complete that task. If not, the VRH request may be canceled if that is not done in a timely manner. We have the listing of hearing participants, but we need to make sure that we enter a telephone number and email address for all participants. These two are registered to ComPub. Mr. Maxwell III has his email and his phone number, which is, please don't call that. And we have the claimant attorney, who needs a phone number to be placed in there. No dashes necessary. No special characters or spacing. It will let you guys know that there. Anywhere we need it to be formatted, we display it formatted. We don't enter it formatted. For no. And if you would like to add additional participants, you can go ahead and add their full name, phone number, and email to help facilitate that as well. We have the ability to file new issues here, additional new issues, might add. You cannot file issues that have already been filed in here. We can go ahead and add issues in if we need to. We select no, they're not going to be able to be selected. We check yes, we will be able to select those using the check boxes. We select no, it will be grayed out. We have the claim documents section, just in case anybody needs to go ahead and look at anything from the past. We actually have an interpreter request already for a different one. So the claim documents is always there for you guys if you need to view any historical documentation from the claim. This all follows the claim. This from the claim file. This essentially is the claim file as far as documentation is concerned. If there's ever a reason you guys need to go in there and look for anything, that's where we go. Signed and certified. And since I've asked for an interpreter, it's going to automatically create that interpreter request submission. Now we can come back and save that later and finish that later, or we can finish it just then. I recommend finishing it right then and there, so that we have it all wrapped up before we leave the process.
Devin, before you go on, I just wanted to clarify that the commission rules have changed regarding interpreters on VRHs. So now there must be an exigent circumstance to be able to request VRH when there's an interpreter involved. That's because of the difficulty with the interpreters on a VRH. So that rule is the same, but we facilitated if there is an exigent circumstance to warrant having an interpreter.
Being able to view things all at once, being able to view the claim file in its entirety. We have done a lot to this claim today, claim W201502. So what if we want a bird's eye view of that claim? 201502. I'm going to select start new action, claims, and claim at a glance. It's me. Excellent.
Okay, we're here as indicated, we're at claim at a glance. You all are through WFMS, you can see if you're, as long as you're part of the case, you can see pretty much whatever it is you need to see. That has not changed at all. You're now just going to be looking and transitioning into a new platform, which of course is called CompHub. I consider CompHub like the Walmart or the Amazon of workers' compensation for Maryland system. So it's really where you're going to go to see everything related to the claim. So you can see at the top here, there are several tabs that are going to be common across the board for you when you're accessing the case. The claim summary, just self-explanatory, kind of goes over all the different components of the claim that was submitted. All the details that you'll see. Okay, then if you scroll back up to the next tab, you'll see actually this is the initial claim, so everything that came through submission. The next tab you'll see is the C40 issues raised. You'll be able to see a clear view of all the issues. You can actually click on the view on the left side. It'll actually open it up so you can actually see the document there. So as you notice throughout CompHub, there's so many areas where you'll be able to click view claim documents. When we get to that next tab, you'll be able to view whatever the documents are, just as you can when you're in WFMS right now. Claim documents tab, again, this was referenced in a previous process where you can see all the information. The most recent document is going to be in blue. So that's why if you have multiple emergency hearing requests and you want to go in and look, you'll have to look for the one in blue, which will be the most recent one. But obviously, if there's other ones, you'll be able to pull that information up and view that as well. And there again, you can see a copy of what the document that's in the case file. The next tab that we'll reference is orders. Again, you're able to see that now, but again, on One Stop Shop here, you just click on that tab and you'll see any orders that were issued for that particular claim and still have access to be able to view the actual order. And another tab here, this is a new tab, I believe, yes. Other claims by claimant. So it's obviously other claims by the particular claimant in question. So you'll be able to see all the claim information here. Now, of course, if you're not obviously a party to the case, you're not actually going to see all the body parts. That remains protected information, but you will have a list of all the claims for that particular claimant that you have. One snapshot glance at that information. Okay, and at the top here, as Devin was with the mouse or the pointer, you're able to sort those column heads just by selecting, and when you get the arrow arrow going up or down, you'll be able to sort it ascending or descending order, whichever column you choose to select from. And that pretty much in all the tables you can do. When you see the up and down arrow, you can sort whichever way, whichever makes it easiest for you to narrow things down. Even within the claim documents, you can do that too, to get all your particular documents together. So that in the snapshot is what Claim at a Glance is. So at the beginning of a case of the, excuse me, at the beginning, when you enter into CompHub, as at the beginning, you learn you have the inbox. That's where you get all your to-dos. This is what I have to work on today, or this is what I had to work on yesterday that I didn't get to do yet. That's where you're going to start with CompHub. You get your task. You're also going to start new actions. That's exactly where so the primary functions when you come August 14th is this landing page right here. Inbox, start new action. Filing anything, start new action. You're going to click on there. The Claim at a Glance is somewhat comes at the end of the process. When I say the end, it just means at any point in time, you can click there to see whatever activities occurred in that particular claim. Okay, and again, just noticing here, we actually have the pay attention to your traffic light at the bottom, so you'll know what activities you need to really work on, because that's important from its standpoint. We have training material. We have quick start guides, job aids, training videos, training manuals that are going to be located on the CompHub landing page that you'll be able to access at any time. So I know there's training sessions there's a lot of information, but we're going to make sure we have all that information available for you. Again, we're going to have the training platform where you can go and play around and, test out the different processes that maybe there's some that you don't really need to learn how to do, but some that will seem a little bit more challenging. You'll have that opportunity to do that before our launch date, again, which right now is August 14th. So that, again, that training platform will be available within the first week of August. We'll post a notice on our website so that you'll, get that information. I encourage you, if any of your other colleagues, let them know about the training, that we have several sessions still available. We're going to actually have additional training sessions, more of an on-demand. So we'll have pre-recorded training sessions so that if someone can't fit into a specific time slot or date that we have, they'll be able to link up and be able to see any of the recording information, especially those who might have logged on late today. You'll be able to still access the information. So you're not going to miss anything. We'll make sure you have everything that you need so that you're able to, perform your duties and then some on August 14th and make the transition seamless for yourself and your client.